morning. It's the day after my pop-up, and if you didn't watch my last vlog, I had a small pop-up yesterday at a local art gallery that also has a bar. So it was a really cute, cozy environment to do a pop-up in. It was great getting my feet wet again because starting tomorrow, I have a 2-day market at the base of our ski resort. So it's gonna be a lot bigger. I've never done a 10 by 10 booth before. I've only ever done like a small table, so it's gonna be a completely new thing. But yesterday's pop-up was great. It was relatively quiet, like I would say pretty chill. I did make a decent number of sales, which was great, but I was so glad that it was mostly chill so I could almost like figure out all of my stuff again, figure out my setup and things like that. Today I'm just mostly catching up on items that sold out. I want to have my full color collections for the next 2 days, so hopefully I can make a bunch of stuff today. I didn't even bring ornaments to yesterday's pop-up, but I really want to have them for the markets tomorrow. But yeah, today is a big catch-up day. I just want to be super ready for the next couple of days, and then maybe get some skiing in this afternoon. But yeah, so in this vlog, it's mostly just gonna be the market. It's all new to me, so it's kind of one of those, let's learn together and figure out how to set things up for a full booth and, you know, talk about the numbers. And I'm just excited to add this revenue stream to my business. I've been doing this for about 6 years and 3 years full time. And I've never really done markets, so it's going to be exciting to just add this revenue stream and see how it goes. I've really loved being in person and just seeing what people gravitate towards and just talking to people about my items. So I'm excited to take you along. Let's learn together, and then I'll recap everything at the end of the video. Market day, and I stayed up really late last night trying to finish up a few things. I ended up making only 4 yarn palms for the Noku beanies because they take me really long to make, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do an experiment. So I did 2 of each color, so one of them will have a yarn palm and the other will have the faux fur, and I'm gonna see what people gravitate towards. So if people really are loving the yarn palms more, then maybe I'll take the time, but they were just taking me forever, so I didn't have time to make all 8. But then I also got a few more beanie ornaments made. I wish I had time to make more, but you know, that's the way it goes. I just needed to have things finished. But yeah, my load-in time for my tent at the mountain is at 11, so I think I'm gonna leave here in like 25 minutes or so. But yeah, we have a 30-minute window to load all of our stuff in because this is at the base of the ski resort, so it's going to be really busy. So I think they just wanted each person to have a slot of load-in time. And then hopefully I'll have time to just come home, make a couple more things last minute, or even just chill and have some lunch, and then go back up, and the market starts at 2. So yeah, today's the day. I'm kind of tired, so I might need a second coffee. But we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I just got here to the market and I was able to unload everything earlier and set up my tables, but it is about 12:45. The market starts at 2, so I'm going to try to get everything laid out and ready for people to start coming, and then I get to show you the market. This is so exciting. I've never done this before, so cool. You guys, it is already 4 o'clock. I've literally had no downtime until now. People started showing up like even before 2 when this whole thing started. So I've been just talking to customers and selling a bunch of stuff. I'm almost like, the booth looks really full, but almost everything I brought is out. But I'm really excited. I can't wait to recap this. I might have to do the whole thing where I show you all the other booths tomorrow. There's a whole other day. It's starting to get dark already, but yeah, I haven't even had downtime until now, so yay! Good morning! It is day 2 of the market here at Steamboat Base area. It's actually my birthday, so I got to go ski with a couple of friends and Rob this morning, and then we're just here setting up. It's about 12:15, and they actually pushed the market today to go from 1 to 5. So I'm just gonna set up real quick. There's still people mingling around, but hopefully I can get ready before the real crowds come, so yeah. Okay, I think I'm ready. It's a little bit of a quieter start, which is nice because yesterday people started coming into the tent maybe 30 minutes before the market even opened. So I was just kind of like trying to help make sales and talk to customers instead of showing you the booth. So today I think I actually have some time to show you my booth. I changed things up a little bit because I did sell quite a bit yesterday and I'm honestly just low on inventory. I haven't had a ton of time to catch up. I made 2 more hats last night, but you know, my sister-in-law was here. We went to dinner for my birthday, and then I wanted to ski this morning. So anyway, let me show you the booth. All right. I got this cute little shelf that I love, and it's almost just something that sits right outside my tent so that people can come in and know what I'm selling. I actually brought my chair today. I totally forgot yesterday, but so I kind of did everything by group. So this is all of the hand-dyed merino wool hats. I have a basket of headbands up here. I've got my sign so people can kind of read a little bit about me if they're shy, and then just a little bit about what I do. And then I have my little ornament tree. Over here I kind of have where I set up my like POS, and then everyone in their bag gets like a little insert about the biz and a couple stickers, and then I have that Luxe line of beanies right here, and then my stickers, and I got my new sign. Rob helped me hang some lights and I think it'll look way better. And then this is my little bin of like odd size beanies, like really still perfectly nice beanies but a different size. And then I'm so excited, I got this new foldable bookshelf. So it folds up really nice, and then I put the slats on, so it actually gives a lot of space, but I kind of put my merch on this one. So my tote bags and my custom trucker hats. I'm selling a few candles that I got from a Colorado maker friend, and then these Field Notes National Parks notebooks, and just kind of like a little adventure goods, and some kids beanies. So just a little display. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it looks pretty good. I have my chair back here now so I can like sit and knit a little bit if I have some downtime. We'll see. I I just made my first sale of the day. The sweetest grandma. She also knits, so I gave her a couple of my knitting related stickers. But she bought a beanie and an ornament, which was so sweet. But it's a little bit of a slower start this morning, so I'm actually glad I have my chair with me. You can just sit and knit and, you know, talk to customers when they come, but get some knitting done too. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. What a great day to have a birthday. Hi, welcome in. Good, how are you doing? Feel free to try anything on. Let me know if you have questions.
You're over there making these?
I am here making them, hopefully restocking. Like, I ran out of this color yesterday, so I'm like, I should probably try to get one made. It's not too bad. Yeah, we were here yesterday too. This is the first time they're doing this market here at the base, so I don't know, we weren't sure how. Yeah. Absolutely. That's a hand-dyed merino wool. Yeah. Thank you. Hello friends, it is Tuesday, so 2 days after the market weekend, and I'm just now getting back into kind of my office work routine. I had a super slow morning yesterday. I was just so exhausted, and it was like everything happened at once. We had family staying here for the week, it was the markets and the pop-up, it was my birthday weekend, and then everyone left and the markets were over, so it was just like, like, it was so awesome having everything happening, but after a ton of activity like that, I always am just really tired and just need a day to kind of recharge and refresh everything. My office and the living room was just a disaster because I was too tired to unpack everything when we got back from the market, and it was my birthday, so after the market, we packed up, brought everything home, and then immediately went downtown to have some drinks with friends, and then we went out to dinner, so that was really, really nice. I thought I'd do a little bit of a market recap with you. It was my first real market. I've never done a full booth like that before. All of the pop-ups I've done in the past were just one small table and maybe like, you know, not like a highly trafficked market situation, but this was like a full-on market. This was at the base of the ski resort, and this past weekend is usually the kickoff to the busy season for us here in town. I live in a ski town, so it's basically a tourist destination for most of the winter and the summer too, but winter it's its big time because we have skiing. This past weekend was really the kickoff, and a lot of people are here through the holidays or here for a full week, so the days of the week don't really matter much anymore. It's just like full on. And then for me as a small business, I get through my holiday rush really with online orders, and then now it's kind of like the crazy time for in-town sales. So if you didn't know, I also sell my hats downtown at a local shop. They are a really amazing shop, and the owners are artists themselves, but they also curate the rest of the store with lots of goods from other local makers, and so they are actually a huge revenue source for me. And they recently opened a sister shop, so I'm actually doing an exclusive line for that shop as well. So it's kind of a lot of different income streams. But back to the market. I thought it was really successful. I was really happy with how everything went. There were things that I learned after day one that I needed to improve on in day two, and then there was things that I messed up on in day two that I felt like I could improve too. So The market itself was run by the resort, and it was actually the first time they had done that market too, so it was kind of new for everyone, but they provided those tents, and then they even provided security so I could leave my stuff there overnight so I didn't have to set up 2 days in a row, so that was really nice. I did pack up all of the hats into my bins and like put them under the tables overnight, but the setup itself got to stay. So that was helpful. But both days, because the resort is just open, people were just wandering around and like walking through the whole area while I was setting up. But I think both days people started coming into the booth like half an hour before the market started. So I didn't really have a lot of downtime. There was never really a mad rush on either day. It was more just a slow and steady trickle throughout the day. And I was kind of tucked into a corner, like I wasn't in the main thoroughfare. But in some ways, it was kind of nice because everyone that did come through the booth bought something, pretty much. There was only a few people that came in, perused, and moved on. Most people bought something, which was really awesome. After day one, they shifted the opening time to about an hour earlier. The first day, the market was from 2 to 6, but we noticed that after about 4:30, basically when the sun went down, pretty much no one was there anymore. So the next day we did 1 to 5, which I thought was really perfect. And after the first day, my booth got really dark and I did not bring any lights. They provided me a little bit of a light, but it made me feel like I was in a lab, like it was a really harsh white light. So I brought some string lights the next day, which really helped. And I thought actually made the booth look really inviting and warm even before the sun went down. So I think in the future, I will definitely be bringing lights. And I think I want to bring fairy lights as well for the actual booth itself and like the bookshelf and everything. And also on day 2, I started running out of my card inserts, which is a card that has the info about my business and like a thank you that I put in every package, but I ran out of them and someone actually came up to the booth and was like, do you have a business card? And I was like, I literally just ran out, but luckily we have technology, so she was able to scan my QR code from my Instagram and my website and just find out my info there. But I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I ran out of that. And I also ran out of my logo sticker, so I usually put a little sticker in with every package and purchase as well, and I ran out of those. And I was kind of giving some away to kids that came up to the tent just because it's kind of cute and kids love stickers, so I was like, here, have a sticker. But I totally ran out of those on the second day too, and for some reason did not think to bring more after day 1. Another thing I ran out of was bags, and I have so many bags here, but again, did not think to bring more on day 2. Luckily, I had a maker friend there who had a lot of them on her, so she just let me borrow some. But yeah, so those are some of the things that I was like, oh man, I should have thought about this before. But things that went really well was the setup. I was so happy with that bookshelf I got, and I brought like a bunch of little like extra decor things. Like I went to a local floral shop and bought these really cute holiday like dried arrangements, so I thought that really livened the booth up a little bit. And then I just had other items other than beanies, which I thought was really cute and broke up the setup a little bit and looked nice. Yeah, overall it was just a really awesome experience. It was so nice talking to customers and just telling them about my products and like what I do and the sustainability behind it and how I donate to the parks and protect our winters. And I think the people that are here in town, whether they're visitors or live here, they really appreciate the donations. I think because we are a ski resort, so winter is a really big deal for us. I mean, I think most people care about climate change, but for like winter people, it was just particularly special, so that was really cool to share. I actually had a couple people come up that had found me on Instagram and came to the booth, which was really awesome. I feel like Instagram isn't like my biggest reach these days, so that was really cool. And then yeah, I guess it's so funny because there's still people coming into the booth that like were shocked that I made all of the beanies. Like I have signage everywhere about how things are handmade, like how I make them, where I source my materials, but people are like still surprised. So it kind of goes to show people don't necessarily read, and they do want to know your story, and like they were so excited to find out that I was the maker and making them and telling them about the ethical and sustainable wool that I use and source from family-run companies or smaller yarn companies that have ethical practices. I mean, people were just super into it, so I appreciate them. And there were so many people that were just like, we just love supporting artists, makers, and local businesses. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, you truly like make our livelihoods work. So that was really amazing. Sorry, this is kind of rambling. I'm just kind of like thinking through all these things, but I made about $3,800 between the 2 days, which was really great. I was really happy with that. There was actually no booth fee. There was originally going to be a booth fee of I think $200, which would have been totally fine and it sounded so reasonable. But they waived it because I think it was the first year, so there was just a lot of hiccups leading up to the market. But I ended up making about $3,800, and that is revenue. So does not include, Square processing fees, does not include the sales tax that I'll have to pay out, because for the market, I thought it would be nice to just have the tax included in the price versus on top of the price. I don't know if anyone else does it like that, but it just seems like more of a round number. And so if someone was paying cash, which actually wasn't very many people, it would just be easier. But who knows, I might rethink that in the future, because that end up being a huge chunk that I'll have to pay out later. But yeah, and December really is my biggest month of the year, which I think is true for most businesses. But my online sales were lower this year than they were before, but I think it's because I just didn't have as much stuff. Also, online sales for me this year have been down compared to years past overall, and I don't know how much of that is the economy or inflation or combo, or just there's just more competition these days, or I wasn't putting as much effort into marketing. Who knows? But my online sales were down, so it was really cool to have an extra revenue stream this year from in-person markets. Ohana, the shop that I sell at downtown, December is usually also the biggest month there, but because of the markets, I actually have less inventory there than I would usually. So far this year, I've brought 40 items to them in the month of December. It's the 19th right now. And last year, in the month of December, I brought them 125 items. So significantly less. I will not make up the 125 items this year, but that's okay. I'm hoping I can still bring them a lot more things from now to the end of the month, because this week is going to be a big week for them. And then the week between Christmas and New Year's is a really big shopping week for the downtown stores too. So it's just all beginning now. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know. I do plan to do a 2023 recap video, especially since this year I think a lot of businesses are struggling, and it's been hard, honestly. And even for a business like mine that's like been full-time for a while, I've definitely leaned into some of my other revenue streams and my other business more this year. But overall, I'm still really happy with how everything's gone. I'm really excited for this next chapter for my business. I did the rebrand this past year, and now I just feel so ready to add more things and expand and share more of that with you. I hope you've been enjoying coming on the journey. I do have a lot of resources linked in the description with like my materials and things like that, so definitely check that out. But I am going to spend the rest of my day making more things and hopefully do a shop drop later this week. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.